Okay, folks, it seems as though I'm a little early actually, so we're not going to hurry here. So just go through some hi to folks that are in the chat, and then once we're at least on the hour, possibly a minute after, then we can start ahead because we have a lot to do today, a lot to go through. Super excited about most of the stuff we have today. Is my camera pointing a bit off? I don't know. It's fine. I'm not sitting in the right position. I should be over here. Anyway, so how have you all been doing? I see we have Immortalis, Red Vikings here, Ban Nikoek, Erez. Hope you all are doing well. We still have just a moment to go before it is officially stream on. What we can do is we can go ahead and get some background music at least going here. There we go. It seems as though it's working. And don't worry, there might be some odd stuff visible in this build that I've opened up now because this is going to be ready to showcase the new units that we have. So you can see odd stuff like staging server test group, all that kind of stuff. So don't worry about that. That's fine. That's fine. Anyway, we're past the hour now, so I think we can officially begin the stream. I was here. Usually I'm never early. I'm usually quite late by at least a few minutes. But we're here now. We're going to start. And what do we have to start with today? Well, we're going to do the normal battle news. After that, we're going to quickly demonstrate, showcase the new unit. And after that, the traditional fight night. So we're going to have some extra time for folks to sign up. We already have 167 people who've signed, well, 166 who have signed up, so that's a nice amount already there. So anyway, without further ado, I think we shall hop into the battle news. I've lost it. There it is. Battle news. Now we do have some super exciting stuff. But we'll start off. What should we start off with? Well, it's new season, Fury of the Elements, Season 1 incoming. New unique skin for the Storm Guard is a part of the premium rewards. It's the Warlock skin. This is actually, there were some suggestions that there are some units that are missing skins that we haven't gotten to. And now, well, on that list of units missing skins, was the Warlock, not the Warlock, the Storm Guard. And so now we have a cool skin for them incoming. The elite title for next era is the Harbinger of Flames. I hope that sounds cool. I think it does. And the new unit, obviously, as some of you already guessed it, is the Fire Dragon. Compared to other dragons, this beast is more agile and has much greater attack power, but in turn, it is a little weaker in the health department. So, it's a mythic unit, obviously, in nature. Power stones it can use are, first slot is defensive or offensive, second slot is movement or defensive, and the third slot is movement and offensive. This is a pretty powerful beast, and we'll be showing this after the battle news. It's something else. It's pretty cool. This will be a game changer, I believe. I believe it will. Anyway, moving on. So what do we have then? Well, we have the Power Stones, obviously. Hope you guys noticed a little addition of these icons. I don't know. I spice it up a bit. So we have damage, critical strike, leech, and bleed. Defensive power stones, we have protection, cover, resist for the plague and mind control, and also for freeze and burning. And two power stones that haven't been around a while, thorns and thunder shield. Immortalis. I'm actually listening to this as audiobook while driving home. Oh, that's excellent. That's cool. That's okay. So anyway, Thorns and Thunder Shield. I don't think either of those have been around for a while, so they're pretty cool to get, especially Thunder Shield. Movement Power Stones. We're going to have Speed, Charge, Dash, and Slow. They're all Power Stones folks like. And Range Power Stones. We have Aim, Blast, Accuracy, Reach. And ability Power Stones Enhance, Supercharge, and Resurrect. Now on to some balance changes. And now there are quite a few here. And there is one in particular that I know that people have been crying out for so long that we do something. And it's not the Righteous Defenders, sorry. And then there are some changes to a couple older units. Well, one of them is not that old, but changes to them basically on how they work. They have some new abilities, so we'll go through those. Destroyer, good to see here. So first off, I've also added some graphics to show kind of you can see quickly as to what is a nerf and what is a buff, as long as I've understood it correctly. So Catapult first off, attack cooldown decreased from 3 to 2.5 seconds. This is slightly to counteract the, was it last season or the season before, not the cooldown, the speed up in attack. Attack speed was removed from the overtime period. This is to slightly counterbalance that, so it should be nice again. Stormcaller immunities added is Burn. That's a buff. Spiders from the Spider's Nest. Immunities added slowing effects. That's another buff. And the Valkyrie is getting a buff and a nerf. So the buff is immunities added physical forces and stun. And the nerf is number of beams decreased from 2 to 1. The reason why the beams have been now decreased after we only just introduced 2 beams a while ago, it's just not working in the most logical way. So basically the first beam would work as it should, but then the second beam, there's a kind of mechanic that makes it not work quite that optimally. So we decided to pull it out until it can be revised into a much better way. Then the Ancient Tree base attack damage increased from 200 to 250. That's a buff. And now I know the next page, the first one, is what you've been waiting. I think it was the first one. It's what you've been waiting for. It is the Murder of Crows. There are 4 changes in all to it, and I hope you like them. So, the first is a nerf. Second power slot changed from movement and defensive to just defensive. The third power slot changed from movement and offensive to just offensive. So the first 2 changes are removing the movement power stones from the Murder of Crows. No more slow. I hope you like that. The third change is kind of a buff, but it is, in fact, kind of a nerf. So it's got immunities added freeze. Basically, so in this case, it just won't be frozen in the air. We'll see how that works out. Then we have group size across the level increased from the 4 to 11 to the 5 to 12. So basically what it was like before. With the massive nerfs, then we saw that it would be good to bring the unit count size back up again. And we'll see if this completely destroys the crows. Well, we'll buff it up again. Risen Warriors getting a nerf here. Attack damage per level decreased from 2% to 1.75. And then the Monster Hunter is getting a nerf and a buff. The first nerf is immunities removed, burn, and freeze. And the buff it's getting is Personal Shield now grants immunity to Dragon Breath attacks. So any attack that a dragon does, a breath attack on the Monster Hunter, then his Personal Shield will shield him, as long as it's up. Well, was that it? Was that it for the balance changes? I think not. Clockwork Guardians is actually changing slightly now. First of all, it's getting immunities, mind control and slowing effects, but it's also now going to have a chance to stun. On per attack, it will now have every single little unit will have a chance of 15% to stun its target. Pretty nifty. Then the Icebreaker, movement speed increased from 3 to 4, so he's going to be a bit more agile on his feet. Frost Dragon, getting a nerf and a buff. Breath attack tick interval changed from 0.25 seconds to 0.5 seconds. In layman terms, that just means that his attack is a little bit slower. Base attack damage, however, then is increased from 750 to 1000. So let's see how we get that going. Thunderstone, base health increased from 4000 to 5000. That's a little bit of a buff. I see folks are talking about Corruption Era. I think the Corruption Era is on hold at the moment. I don't think we've had it for quite a few cycles now. I can inquire from the designers and from the team as to what the idea is. Could the Corruption Era come around again? So yes. Please stop adding stun to this game. There are ways to avoid stun. Anyway, moving on. Was that it for the balance changes? No, it was not. Windreaver is receiving immunity to freeze. The Bard can now buff all factions. Elixir power effectiveness is being increased from 250% to 350%. And Elixir of accuracy is getting a decrease from 500 to 350. So now both the power and the accuracy elixirs are the same at 350%. And then the giant toad. I don't know if this is a buff or what this is, but it's basically actually a shout out to Woodier for this. He brought this up today. This is an issue that has been around for a while, and it's basically just been, thought of as, well, that's how the unit just works. But we got to thinking as to could there be something done to this. So we've increased the cooldown between the jumps from 2 to 2.5 seconds. Why? Well, now and then you could get into a situation where when the toad jumps and it lands, and it will basically knock back lighter units. So basically they go flying in the air. And on some of the lighter units, the airtime is so long that the toad actually decides that, well, I can't see any enemies, I'm going to hop again. And so then the light units land, and then the toad lands, and they're in the air again. And then the toad hops again, and then you get into this forever loop. So hopefully this half a second increase to the cooldown of the jump will prevent at least the majority of these situations. We'll see. It does actually mean that the toad will then be a bit slower in its movements, but only half a second. It's been 2, now it's 2.5, so hopefully it won't be that bad. Right, and then moving on, we have a few other changes. These are basically, let's go through them. A threshold for non-active battles in leagues changed from Diamond League to Gold League. This means the background battles. So when you're not actively battling, or while you're battling something else, when other folks battle your account, then the effect of those on your rating, then that will already start in the Gold League. Adjusted MMR multipliers for losing a match in Bronze, Silver, Gold, and Platinum Leagues. The MMR basically is your rating. And now that the multipliers for losing a match in those leagues have been adjusted, then that just means that there is a change in how well you progress. So basically, how many rating points or trophies you get, for instance, for a win or a loss. And that's also affected by how powerful your opponent is. Is he higher or lower rated, and so on. But basically, it's just a small adjustment to try to help get folks moving up and along and get to those master leagues. At least that's how I've understood it. I don't know. It's fine. Mechanicals versus Merfolk wardrobe has been replaced with Gods versus Barbarians wardrobe in the cosmetic shop. And I believe that was it for the battle news. So, that was it. I hope the changes were at least mostly to your liking. If not, then we'll see how this season goes, and we can always do more changes. Anyway, that's it for the battle news. Shall we take a look at the new unit? So anyway, here we have four righteous defenders, and I'll just show you. I think they were all level 40. Yeah, all level 40 against 2 level 40 righteous defenders. I think it's pretty obvious how this will run out. Oh dear, I did the wrong one. Anyway, we can just change that. So anyway, we can just do it like this. We can pretty much see how this is going to turn out. It's basically just double the amount of righteous defenders is going to just massacre the 2 groups of righteous defenders. I mean, that's just what's going to happen. There we go. Let's just give that a quick spin. So that is the army that we will then friendly fight with the 3rd slot. And here we go, folks. There it is, the Fire Dragon. And the Fire Dragon here is, I think, level 50. Let's just see if it has any kind of effect on this situation. And I kind of enjoy how the Fire Dragon just melts those righteous defenders away. And notice this is now without artifacts, without anything. I think this would be a great pair with, for instance, the Sword of Phoenix, I think. There's going to be massive damage being created. If you check out what the attunements are, then you will find that this is one powerful beast with the right artifacts. Anywho, I hope that unit is going to... Wow, it got red in here. I hope that unit's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun indeed. So I think we can just have a quick look, see what I was talking about. So, Burn now deals instantly 0.1 to 2% of max health damage when applied to the enemy unit. And when a burn is applied to enemy units, it has a chance of spreading to a nearby unit. Yeah, this is going to bring the Sword of Phoenix into a completely different light. So anyway, Hypno Dragon. Oh, glass. So what shall we do then? We might as well close that down from the background. Okay, so let's head on into Fight Night World. The Fight Night sign up is going to be closing. Actually, as there is a slight lag in the video as well, not just the chat. It's going to be closing now anyway, so the Fight Night sign up is now closed. How many likes do we have? We have 24 likes. Not enough yet. Let's go ahead and grab. This is actually pretty cool. This is had the system changed slightly, so the @ sign is not exactly mandatory. Wow. How did somebody get in? I thought I closed it. Didn't I close it? I think I did. I'm in the wrong one. There we go. This is the right place. Yes, not accepting responses anymore. So anyway, yeah, I had the system changed, so the @ sign is not explicitly mandatory. But it does make it easier, as it's easier to check that they all look pretty much the way they should be. So we will do that, and then we'll do that. Column B. There we go. Now we have all the main accounts that we will be battling first, and if we get through them all, then obviously we'll then go ahead and get into the alt accounts. There were, I think, 10 or so. Not too many, but there were some. Okay, so Fight Night. Fight night is open. Oops. There we go. We'll have a win at 500, a draw at the normal 250, and a loss is the normal 125. And if we select the right, there we go. Crucible's minions. There we go. Add participants. Everybody got in, I don't think. Well, there might have been one or two. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. I'm always reminded to shuffle. There we go. And save. And then we shall go live. Here we can see the army that we've got. It is actually Skull's finale. So this is the last Fight Night army that was played by Ulthur. Hope you like it. There are some small changes. If you want to see what it looked like originally, then there we go. Basically, the change here is that we have two extra army points. And there was, I actually watched a bit of the stream, and there was lots of questions as to why the third artifact. So basically, I changed those. So what we have here is we also have two of these. What were they called? Tide shamans, bubble babies, or what was it? Somebody called them. We have those two of them placed in there, and then I have changed the third artifact to the spear of Cataclysm. These are now all level 5s. All the units are level 140. Well, it looks as though there are 2 Clockwork Guardians at 141. All the Clockwork Guardians have the same power stones. Leech for power 4 and protection 4. Then we have the Lightning Spire. They all have, or they both have, power 4 and double reach 2. Bubble Boy, that was it, class, thanks. Then the Chaos Archers all have the same power stones. Double execute 2. And then also the accuracy 2. And then we have the Celestial Spear. Leech 4, double reload. The Bubble Boys. This army is too OP? I don't know. Let's see. Tide Shaman has power 4, reload, and I went with the accuracy 1, not 2. Why? Because I find 2 sends the bubbles a little bit too fast. They don't have a chance to really damage units that they go through. And then at the back we have Molten Armor. Leech 2, Protection 2, Power 2. Or Power 4. And Leech 4, actually. You don't stand a chance with the Spear. No. Really? What would be better than the Spear? Quick vote. Just shout out what would you like with double execute. You can double execute. It's not I don't think it is a rare power stone. I mean rare, yeah, unique. If it is, then I'm sorry. No, it's not unique. You can tell which power stones are unique when they have, if you look here on the screen, all the way at the very end there, that way, all the way at the very end, you can see, I think it's the Merge power stone. It's got that fun little icon at the top right. That means it's unique. That means you can only use one of them per unit. So, but otherwise. So anyway, leave the spear. Spear's okay. Change the spear to level 4. Can't do that. Now we can do the blizzard. I mean, that's fine. Level 5 blizzard, that's going to cause some interesting things. And that'll only kick in after 20 seconds, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I can't do level 4 spear. Once I've leveled these up, then that's it. I'd have to create a new count. And that would take ages. Come on, where is it? There we go. Come on, Blizzard. There we go. Okay, we'll do the Blizzard. That's fine. Seymour, thank you for the crows. You are most welcome. Sorry about that. Okay, I think we're ready. Go live. Start the event. The event has begun. We are ready. We are more than ready. Oops. Don't know why I did that. Habit. Might as well get those as well. Habit. So anyway, here we go. We're going to spin up. We should be starting with Bissau. Up. Unit Express. What did we get? What did we get? Don't need that now. Bissau, there he is. Let's see how this goes. Oh, we have some Clockwork Guardians against. Oh no, they were mine. I just noticed mine shrooms. Yeah, I mean, there would have been an option to go for the Great Hammer instead of the standard. That would have given the Lightning Spires more range, but I decided to go with the keep it as original as possible and go with the standard, and that's why I put the double reach on the Lightning Spires. It looks as though Bissau with the Demon Flower took the first battle. Anturium. Ooh, Earth Wardens. Now this, I imagine, is going to be a super popular build. Basically, with the Fire Dragon, folks are probably going to start having Earth Wardens at the front, then the Fire Dragon paired with the Ember Fiend, and with the Phoenix Power Artifact. So if you remember correctly, if you have the Ember Fiend first get fire spreading as well, then when the Fire Dragon hits them, then that's going to cause extra damage. Look at that Ember Fiend. Oh. Oh, that's powerful. I'm thinking I should have had the spear. I'll change it back in a minute. No, we'll keep it like this. This is fine. Because yeah, if I make it past the 20-second mark, then that Blizzard starts to just push all the opposing units back, and that causes some problems for them. So. Not looking good for me now either. Never's mind. Oh dear. I like how the Chaos Archers also damage folks further back. It's not targeting just the closest ones like the normal archers. There's a little bit more of randomness to the game. And as you can see now, the bubbles, they can reach almost the very back of the enemy battlefield, but they're also going slow enough that they actually do some meaningful damage. My first win is coming in. Come on. There we go. Oh dear. It's always fun to win. Laudano. I think there was merch Clockwork Guardians there. Were there? Or were they just mine again and I don't know. It's a win again for me. Gustavo, I was having a hard time versus the spear. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I don't want these to always be, I mean, like, you know, super difficult and only, you know, like a handful of folks can beat them because, as I said, it's fun to win. But I think as normal, with using the hammer, not doing, Randu is just too good. Using the hammer, the resurrection, arcane resurrection hammer, that gives a lot of randomness to the battles, because sometimes you can, I've seen stuff get resurrected even 5 times in a row, especially the molten armor. I mean, that sometimes just feels as though it just keeps on coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back. So oh, double demon flower. Ah, for those who don't know, demon flowers, I'm just referring to the mind corruptors. "32 likes, 8 more, and we can have the first quiz. First quiz! Yay! Deathly Hallows. See how deathly they are. That lightning spire is quite effective. Any Viper, any updates regarding the journey? Yes, there are updates. I'm actually helping out the team. I'm actually doing some of the journey levels. Hopefully aiming for possibly season 2, 3, or 4. During this era, at least, we're going to be introducing another whole kind of like a whole journey rank, which consists of, what was it, 5 chapters, and each chapter has, was it 8 or 10 levels? So quite a few are incoming. Some of them are going to actually even be Fight Night armies, and I am planning hopefully next week. I have a little quick competition where folks can also suggest armies, and somebody might get their army in to the journey levels, which will be cool. So that is the updates regarding the journey levels. There you go. You see those Tide Shaman, definitely the best to use is the accuracy 1. So then you get the good range, but then they're not too fast. So if it's too fast, then they're just, I don't know, pointless. They hardly get to do any damage. Who's up next? Let's pop those out. There we go. Hyperadux. Oh, lots of spiders. Hyperadux will be happy with the buff to the spiders from the spider nest. What was the buff? The buff was you can't slow, immunity to slow, I think it was. Yeah, any slowing, so roots and so on won't affect the spiders. 4 more likes, come on! Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and the bell, ding-a-ling. Glass, oh no, you were prepping for the spear. Now you get the blizzard. Well, you have time. You can still change things. Up until you actually see yourself battle here, you can still change it. You can still change things up. As long as you have spun your army like at least a few seconds. Well, I mean, well, there is a slight lag. So at least like what, 30 seconds before you see yourself battle here, then you can still change things and spin up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure anyway, if you had something that works against the spear, then it will definitely work against the against this blizzard. Pendant, isn't it? Yeah. Pendant of everlasting winter. Karth. Here we go, Karth. Victory! But yeah, imagine before we had the friendly fight, nobody knew what the Fight Night army was going to be like before the stream. It's actually one of the cool things. Yeah, you can prepare for it. Well, as long as I release the army. You never know what's there. Has anybody tried what I had there before I opened up this army? I have the 8 Storm Guards and 8 RDs with Bulwark. Was that an easy army to beat? Anybody try it? Anybody? Anybody? Nubimus Maximus. Double Demon Flower. Lots of Mind Shrooms. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Koa, it was easy. Oh dear. Yeah, Glass, true, true. Yeah, for most folks back then it was basically just like luck. If your army that you have, your normal army, cuts it. Yeah. But this, in essence, is pretty much what was back then. Quiz time, 40 likes. We have the first quiz is up. The first quiz is up. Why can't I get the notepad? There we go. Quiz number 1. Quiz number 1 dropping. Panikak. What was up? Oh, I didn't notice a month ago. There we go. A month ago, I suggested some kind of event, people coming to town like tailor, blacksmith, or alchemist. That will increase profile management. And the possibility to get rid of unwanted items, resources. Yeah, kind of like roaming merchants or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's a super cool idea. But yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah. That would be a very neat idea. And they could be in like, for instance, the event tab, where the open spaces. They could be there. And, yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Oh, we gone super red again. Come on. Come on. Come on. Any chance we're going to see this? Panic asking. I don't know. I don't know. Not my decisions. But for sure, it's in the suggestions, and we'll see. We'll see. Pyro Bebop. What? Amonhra being gatekeeping me on ladder. What? Yep. Went over my Petrus. Oh, there's a merged Warhound there at least. And they're all being pushed back. Victory. First quiz open? It seems to. We have responses. Ooh. Do we really have folks in Master 4 already? Were they lying? That actually, if we do have folks in Master 4 and I think Master 3, then that just means that the percentages in the rank path, the league path, and they are working correctly. Victory for me. But it looks as though pretty much everybody here watching the stream is, except one or two of you, are in the leagues. So we pretty much only have folks who are in the leagues here. Ooh. Oh, I got the demon flower. Oh no. Grelm. There's lots of folks going with the demon flower. I think many have caught on that this is a good way to go. Red Viking or Platinum, okay. But is folks who have answered that they're in the Masters, are they really? I mean, if they are, then that's great. That means that folks are able to progress. Far enough. Haita. Ooh, so pylon. I remember in the good old days, the soul pylon folks would do the machine gun with the soul pylon. Doesn't really work in, at least not in rank 16. It might still be okay in earlier ranks if you get the soul pylon earlier. Who here remembers the soul pylon machine gun? And who used it? Does anybody still use it? I don't think so. Yeah, the machine gun. Basically, you'd set it up so that you'd have, for instance, the draining spirit trapped in an area where you'd have one or two spider nests constantly feeding the draining spirit, feeding the draining spirit spiders, and so then you get bones from them, and then the soul pylon would almost immediately from the get-go of the battle, it would just start firing away. And then if you had, for instance, two, then you just have two soul pylons just constantly firing away from the very start of the battle. And that's what, at least what we called it the machine gun soul pylon. Glass, people who use it in gold, okay. More often we have clone power stone. Yeah, the clone power stone is decent with the soul pylon. Oh, Koa is in Master 2. That's great. And yeah, it's been a while that I'm not sure if Master 4 has actually really been achieved yet, even though somebody has. 4 of you have reported that you're in Master 4. I'm not 100% sure that that's actually been achieved. That's why we've been doing these tweaks to the rating system and everything, so that make it easier to get there, or to spread out folks a bit more and so on. So yeah, best not to be too difficult. Saji. Oh. Win for me, I think. I do believe. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm in diamond myself, I think. I've been a few times. Did platinum come? I think platinum's before diamond. Then diamond. Or one or the other. I've not gotten into the Masters myself. Possibly not the best tactician. Me. Why am I so... Oh, I've forgotten something. How's that? That's a little better. That's a little better. Bright light. Saipo. Oh, I haven't put in what the second quiz. The second quiz. When do we get the second quiz? This is all a bit odd. OBD just got an update and everything's changed just very slightly. I mean, everything looks a bit rounder and stuff, and just can't seem to really quickly find everything. There's some extra buttons coming. Thunder, you didn't spend enough money to become master. No, no. Yeah, it'll take a lot longer. My way. Second what? Second quiz. At 60 likes. It's not impossible. Yeah, only 12 more likes and we get the second quiz. Class, max 18 army slot. I forget what rank world tanks. Oh, you were talking to world tanks. Oh yes, world tanks are fairly new. What's the max army power and at which rank is it achieved? It is indeed 18, and I think you can get 18 at rank 15, I believe. I think rank 15 at the moment gets you to 18, maybe 14. I think it was 15. What are the quizzes about? Basically, the quizzes, you answer the quizzes and you can get some gems, or actually, you do get gems for answering the quiz. Sometimes, I think I've done it once, but sometimes we can have a quiz where only the right answer will get you super good gems, and so on. There's the quiz one again, just in case somebody needs it. How many people signed up for Fight Night? I believe we have. Let me have a look. 166. I think a few had completely wrong player tags and dropped out. So, any Viper has Trap Light given any thoughts to Clan Wars yet? Yes, obviously. 2 years ago, it was in the roadmap. Hasn't been implemented. Not 100% sure. I can't give any kind of confirmation whether Clan Wars is in the works or not. I don't know. It basically Clan Wars that would be like, I would imagine that would be like a massive feature. I just do not know. World Tanks Fight Night is not for rank 9 peoples, I guess. You might not do so well, though. There are sometimes you can find a very niche army that would survive and work well. But even if you just sign up for the Fight Night, even if you lose, you do get gems. If you lose, you get 125 gems. Just for if you battle, you get 125 gems if you lose. And if you don't battle, if you don't get to battle, if we run out of time, you get 125 gems. Draw is 250 gems, and a win is 500 gems. So yeah. So it's worth signing up, even if you think your army won't work. But hey, you get to see your army fight on the stream, and you get some gems. World Tanks. No, you don't need to come back. So you can be here at any strength. Any strength, you sign up and you get gems, whatever the outcome. Just remember, the sign up is released about an hour before the stream starts, and it closes usually after the battle news. So just before we actually get into the battling, then the sign up will close. So it's usually open for about an hour and 10 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. Yeah, Glaz has got it right there. The gems for the quizzes, you get those usually the following day. The gems for the battles, you do get those immediately. But due to the way the whole system works and syncs with the server, the game, if you have your game open like right now, and you see yourself fighting the Fight Night, and you have your game open, and you say you win the fight night. You get the 500 gems immediately, but you will not see it in your game immediately. You'll see it after certain types of actions cause the game to sync up, or after you restart the game. Then you'll see the 500 gems in your inventory. So illuminated. So the gems for the quizzes, 50 gems per quiz. You get those the following day because I do those manually, and the stream ends 8 in the evening local time. So I usually just want to get home quick, and so I do that then the following day. But the fight night gems for fighting, if you win or lose, you get those immediately. If you don't fight, then you get the gems, the 125 gems, you get those when the fight night ends, when I close the system. It will then reward all who did not get to fight with the same gems as a loss. So 125. No, it's cool and illuminated. It's great to have folks ask simple stuff. It's good to always go through them because there'll always be new folks or folks who haven't realized how it works and so on. So it's good to go through the basics every now and then. It would be nice to get an automated message that you participated, lost, won. Yeah, I wonder how that could. I wonder if some sort of push message could be arranged. That's one option, I think. That might be simple enough to do as well. Yeah, Glass, that's the easiest way. Once the stream is over, if you have the game on, restart it, whatever, or just start it up, and you'll see what you got in your inventory. There won't be a message saying that you received so and so many gems. It just appears in your inventory. Corey Palandra, how does one participate in the fight night? The fight night, basically, there are two places to find the sign-up form. It's a Google form that you just open up and you enter in your player tag. You can either find that in Discord about an hour before the stream, and then also the actual. Let me just check that I did do it. So also in the description of the stream, there is the Fight Night sign up link as well. The stream usually opens up, well, an hour before the stream. You can find it on Discord. About 20 minutes before the stream, it opens up in the game. You get the announcement. There's the link there. You can tap that. That should take you into YouTube as well. And then usually around that time, the stream is also made public on YouTube, so then you can actually just search for it through YouTube. Attic. Where are we going? Can I see where is Attic? We're at position 44 at the moment out of 166. About an hour to go. I don't know. We'll see how far we get. Oh, Glass. Ronin. Again, I think people are catching on with this Demon Flower. Indeed. My win rate. I haven't looked at my win rate a single time. 40! Maybe I should have gone with the spear anyway. Might have been up at 70 then. Heinrich. Was Seymour here? I think Seymour was here. If Seymour is still here, then keep your eyes open. You're not far off. World Tanks? No, there's no referral system. Unfortunately, we do not have a referral system, or what's quite common in some games. Codes to get stuff. We don't have codes or gift codes and stuff like that. Milan. Scar. Good to see you here. Don't think so. I haven't had a chance to follow every single one, but I don't think so. Milan's Demon Flower is freezing nicely. Oh, not anymore. We're in overtime. We're gonna get a draw. We're gonna get a draw. No. World, there, Seymour. Oh, Frost Dragon. Ooh, this is interesting. Looking good. World Tanks. Are you a part of the dev team, and how many are you? Well, I mean, it depends on what you mean by dev team. I don't develop the game, so I'm not a part of the dev team like that. I'm in charge of support and community at Traplight. So in that way, I'm a part of the dev team. So yeah. Traplight, we have, I think we have 35, between 30 and 40 employees. So we have a nice close-knit team. And possibly, if I can find out a way to get mobile, move about, then I might, for the next stream, we might have a quick office tour. We'll have to see about that. Yeah, that's part of the dev team. Yeah, as I said, it depends on what you mean by dev team. Because we can have a development team who actually takes care of the development of the game, and then you can have another team that takes care of support and community, and then you can have a team that takes care of HR, and so they're not actively involved in the development of the game per se, but yeah. Mohammed Aki. Yeah, here's a great example of the Great Hammer. So I do notice now we have a few newcomers here in the stream. Then the Great Hammer greatly increases the size of area of effects, abilities and attacks. So here we can see the Death Knight with the purple aura, and that is a lot larger than what it normally is. And the barrier that the barrier monk makes, that dome, that's also a lot larger, and that's due to the Great Hammer artifact. Well, good, Red Viking, it's about time. Oh dear, do we have 60 likes? I don't. We do! Hooray! So we have the second quiz coming up, which means the first quiz is closing down. Do 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 do. There's the second quiz. What was it? There it was. Yeah. Second quiz. Do we have any responses yet? I hope that's the right link. Yes, it is. Ghostin. Ghostin. Yeah, I've got too much range. Oh! Oh! I was thinking I wasn't going to get the Monster Hunter there, but the Lightning Spire stunned him enough. Anywhere World of Tanks, I use the Frost Plant a lot. Area of effect increase should also work for that unit. Yes, yes, indeed. It will increase the size that that it freezes stuff. So, yes. Shiver. Shiver me timbers! Arr! Ah, it's not Talk Like a Pirate Week anymore. Missed it. Oh dear. Yeah, and to get artifacts for those the new players here, if you're not in a clan yet, then join a clan. There are two ways to go about this. Search for a clan that is either battling the lower level bosses, then you can feel kind of useful and actually have an effect in battle. Or if you want to maximize what kind of rewards you get, then you join a clan that is fighting a higher leveled boss. It can feel very overwhelming, but even if you just try once, then you will be assured quite good rewards from the end of the raid. So it's kind of which you want to go for. Fun and participating in the raids, or feeling a little overwhelmed but getting good rewards. Yeah, the Void. I left the Void out of that questionnaire because we haven't had the Void for a while now. I'm not completely sure why, but as I said earlier, I'll inquire. I'll find out why we haven't had the Void for quite a few cycles now, and why could we not have it again? Because we do have some very interesting, though I dislike them highly, but we do have some very interesting corrupted power stones, which are usually a feature of the Void era. Slav-ik. Oh, the demon flower there again. Yeah, the new folks are here. I keep mentioning the demon flower. I'm referring to the mind corruptor. I don't like the mind corruptor myself. I think it looks like a flower, and I just call it demon flower because it's not a nice flower. Oh, Gustavo, you missed it. No. Well, if you have the link, Gustavo, I've opened it up. Quiz 1 is open just for a moment. So if you have the link, then go ahead. If you don't have it, then here it is. That's the quiz 1. Quickly. I don't know why, I just feel it's, you know, only one quiz at a time is open. So that's how I think Author did it. That's how I do it. We'll continue like that. But get answering that first quiz. The link is there. Answer quick. Answer quick. Won't leave it open for very long. We have one answer in. I think that's probably it. I hope so. Because I'll be closing it in just a moment. Ooh, Destroyer. Ooh, an ethereal army. The new folks, you're probably wondering, why is the army green? Cool. I see 3 others also got into that quiz 1. Anyway, so the new folks, if you're wondering why the opponent there in the previous battle was all green, that's because they were ethereal. And you get to change your army into an ethereal army with the Phylactery of Silent Whispers artifact. So use that artifact, and then it actually converts your whole army into the ethereal faction. So they're not order units anymore. They're not nature. They're ethereal. And the main thing about ethereal armies is each unit has its own max health, which the max that it can have. And the artifact removes, I think, no, I can't do the math, but it removes a certain amount from their health, calculated from the max from the beginning. So it removes a chunk all the time consistently, and in the end, after 30 seconds, the whole army will just die because it runs out of its max health, and there's no way around it. So that's the one drawback. The bonus that the ethereal has, each time it loses some of that max health, it also gets a buff to, I think, attack speed and movement speed. And so they get stronger the closer that they get to death. So it's a very powerful artifact, but it's time constricted. So if you can't beat the opponent within the 30 seconds, then you will die and the opponent will win. It can also cause some other kind of weird things, like lots of folks get confused when they have a the Untamed Beast, and they convert their army into ethereal, and then they wonder, well, why is it still attacking their order units? And so on. Then, well, it's because the Untamed Beast, yes, turns into ethereal, but it still stays as the same mechanic, and it will in fact then also attack all your normally nature units because they're now ethereal. So the Untamed Beast is just not recommended with the Phylactery of Silent Whispers. Don't do it. It's dangerous. Yay, Lady Nature, I could see you. Mass. Yeah, a victory for me. Yep, here you can see the ethereal army again. There you can see the second artifact that they're using. It's that kind of a heart. It's called the Phylactery of Silent Whispers. And as you can see, it's quite effective. And usually it's used with swarm armies. So you want stuff that is fast on their feet and have a relatively high damage per second. Then that works really well with the Phylactery. artifact. So you'll have warhounds, you'll have wraiths, possibly arcane blades, units like that. Anti-Viper RD nerf when? We are never nerfing RD. No, I don't know. It's funny, the data completely contradicts the general feel of it, because I don't think it's actually the Righteous Defender itself that is too overpowering. It's when it's combined with the Bulwark. We just haven't got enough data yet from the previous Bulwark nerf. But options, what we have is to nerf the healing that the Bulwark does. That actually it's tricky with the Merge Stone. So the Bulwark, when you have a merged RD, for instance, and you have the Bulwark, then that can be very overpowering if it's battling against an army that is using some kind of condition or trying to apply some kind of a condition. But with the Merge Stone popping out of existence, at least for a while, the Bulwark might not be as popular as before. So we'll just see. But the data shows that the Righteous Defenders, when they are used, then they are performing pretty much right smack bang in the middle. So they seem to be, the unit itself purely seems to be balanced quite well, but I think it's the Bulwark and the Merge Power Stone which are causing stuff. Lady Nature. Oh, sorry to hear that. I wonder. I have never tested out adding into a live list. But what we can do is at the end, I can add you into the list at the end of the stream, which will then mean that you at least will get the no battle gems. But that is something that I need to actually test, see how it works, because I'm hesitant to try it like on the fly now, because if something goes wrong, then pew, the list disappears. Then basically, yeah, and it's difficult to continue, because then I wouldn't then have a list on who already fought and who didn't, and then how do we select who fights then? Oh, it gets difficult. But yeah, I can get you into basically, once this list is sorted out, then I'll just add into an empty Fight Night group and just turn that over, and it'll then reward you with the no fight gems, because I don't think we're going to get even close to the end of the list today. We did do last time, I think. Didn't we do it last time? Or was it the time before that? We got to the end and we actually did also the alternate accounts. Gustavo, yes, I've run into that many times myself. It can be frustrating, especially if they're merged and like merged RDs. The Bulwark. They're invincible. Good idea, Red Viking. Let's buff everything else. Crucible, Halloween is near. Will we get any trick-or-treat content? I believe there is going to be Halloween content, yeah. There is every year. We even had the pirate stuff. So yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, I mean, Lady Nature and Scar, among others who came in a bit late. Then one of the main things of the battle news was that the crows are getting some. I was going to say they're getting some love, but they're getting some hate. So they're losing the movement power stones, and they're gaining immunity to freeze. And to counteract that, just that we're not all mean against the crows, then we're going to increase the unit sizes back to what they were a while ago. So pretty much throughout all levels, one crow more than what they are now. Any potential Halloween contest? What kind of contest? What kind of contest would you like? Art contest, or what kind of contest? I'm open to all kinds of contests. Though the last art contest I did, I don't know. I was super psyched to start it up and everything, but then we only had we have 5 or 6. 5 or 6 artworks come in, and so it's kind of like bleh. Halloween music contest. Halloween music. Glaz. Yeah, sure. Let's talk about it. I believe the team responsible for the offers, then they did get the feedback on that, and I do believe things will be different in future seasonal offers and so on. So we have Halloween music contest, artsy poetry writing contest, not contest, first time spinners again. Let's go. Tell you what, we'll be doing the final quiz. I'm not even going to put. Well, I am going to put. We'll see. We'll see if we can get. Can we get up to? Let's have third quiz at. Let's see if we can get up to there. Then we can do a quiz on what kind of contests we would like, because there's quite a few oh, we're definitely going to have a music contest now. Yeah, Halloween, when does that start? Is it let me see, what's the official date? Yeah, it's the 31st, so it's the last day of October. 31st, that's a Monday. Yeah, we could go for a music contest like pretty soon, like maybe starting next week, latest. That could span all the way up until Halloween, and then we can have we can go through and see what we could reward for cool music or Halloween sounds. I mean, doesn't we could have it that just, you know, Halloween audio or something. I mean, it doesn't have to be music, maybe. In Mortazo, it's going to be played live. No, we'll do that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Halloween music or audio music slash audio contest. Then we could have another contest as well. Art or writing. Annie Viper. Yeah, not everybody can sing on key, but apparently not everybody can hear on key either. So maybe balances out. Oh dear. Um. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Red Viking. I want to hear you sing that. Oh no, we're going to have it. I'm going to set it up. We're going to start because making music and audio might take a bit longer than anything much else. So we could start that next week. Start that next week, and then possibly the week after we could start the art and art and short story. Art and short story contest. I think that could be combined because somebody might want to make art with the story. Yeah. So yeah, those could be combined. But you don't have to have a story. You can just have art, or you can just have a story with no art, or you can have both combined. How does that sound? Sumori. Oh, got some stunning going both ways now. TikTok content contest. Let's say that 3 times really fast. TikTok content contest. TikTok content contest. Yeah. Yeah. If anybody hasn't noticed, we have our marketing team has started up TikTok stuff. So you can see Traplight TikToks. I think we have 3 or 4 of them now already. One of them at least is Battle Legion themed. Then you can also see some of The Office already. Some interesting things from The Office, but I will indeed see if I can try to get this thing going mobile somehow, so I can give you a tour. It's easy to give a tour evenings like this because there's nobody here. Except me. I'm all alone. Lady Nature, old for TikTok. I thought I was old for TikTok as well, and they went and started up the TikToks and said, well, you need to install TikTok now so that you can see the content we make. And I installed TikTok and I could feel my brain melting when I started watching all the TikToks. I'm joking. Oh, 82 likes. Wow. Okay then. Because I was going to change the 3rd quiz, and now you've gone and surprised me by getting up to 80 likes so quickly. I'm going to change it. So I basically kind of think that the music slash audio, that's good. The art and writing, art and short story, that's also good. The music one is definite, but this next quiz is basically I'm just asking what kind of ideas you have that you'd like. You can enter and write as long as you like, whatever. What kind of contests you would like? If there's something you like super cool, then I guess we can do 3 contests next month, or replace the art and writing one or something. But I don't know. I'm you know, open for anything, but I'm super stoked. I want to hear Immortalis's theme song that he's going to make, and then I think Red Viking. I need to hear Red Viking sing, so we're definitely going to do that. Crucible on the next stream. I want a quiz for the mean age. Yeah. Yeah, that might be an interesting quiz. Yeah, because the forums I use, they don't save emails or anything, so it's not. Yeah. Yeah, and then they're delete. Yeah, I'm just thinking there's no GDPR stuff there. Yeah, and we can do that. No, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Lady Nature, I thought I was the oldest here. Not quite. Almost, not quite. Annie Viper, can't wait to hear a song from Crucible's chorus. I didn't promise anything. Trisishka, Soul Pylon, and the Cannoneer. This is something I could talk about the Cannoneer in just a moment. Let me just get this quiz done. There we go. We have the quiz 3 is done. We're ready. Take your time with it. There's no rush. We have at least half an hour still of the stream. About the Cannoneer. This actually came up in Discord just today. Something that kind of I hadn't, well, actively kind of remembered or thought of initially. And it's basically the Unshackle Power Stone. Now that we've had that, after a long time, we've had that now. And there was a question as to why the Eternal... Was it the Eternal March? No, the Eternal Champions. Why, when they had Unshackle, were they pushed about by the Cannoneer's Cannonball? And so I immediately tested it, and I said, "Oh, that's funny. They do get pushed about. That seems odd." But actually, it is something that has been there for a while, and I have known this before, but just didn't remember it now. Basically, the Unshackle protects from physical forces. And the physical forces are knockback and pushback, I think pull and stuff like that. But it does not prevent against the physical mass of things. So like, for instance, the wall. So the unshackle, you can't go through the wall. Also, the cannonball. The unit can't go through the cannonball with unshackle. And unshackle can't stop a cannonball. So what will happen when a cannonball hits a unit that has unshackle, they won't be thrown back or accelerated back. So I think the knockback is when they fly back. So they get knocked into the air. And the pushback is when they're just pushed along the ground at a higher speed. They don't get that. But since they can't physically go through the object, then they will get pushed about a bit until the object that is moving has free path to continue. So yes, it'll look like they're getting, you know, pushed because of the cannonball. They kind of are, but they don't get the effect, the effect that makes them fly back, for instance. And they don't get this accelerated movement from it. So that's why. Just thought I'd bring it up because I noticed the cannoneer there. Can you guess how Can you guess how old I am? Anybody want to venture a guess? I already gave a hint earlier as to roughly where it is, so. What's up, Randu? Pyro Bebop 67. Where's that banhammer? Let's. Joe saying Crucible is 36. How can you be so sure? I'm not 36. Not 35 either. Not 23, not 67. Ziliana. Ugh. Don't worry, Pyro. Your ban will only last for a week. No, I'm just joking. Do you guys want another hint? That's what my age is. I can give you a good hint. Pyro. Oh dear. Anyway, I can give you a hint. Let's see who's the first one to get it. My age is the answer to the most important question in the world. In the universe, in fact. Let's see who gets that reference first. Kim, there you go. Immortalis, no. You're actually at the right age. A book. A series of books. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That is a seriously good read. A really good book. It's got a few parts to it. I recommend it. It's highly enjoyable, especially in the English. I don't know what kind the translations are. I have seen bits of the Finnish translation to it, and it loses a lot in translation. An audiobook is excellent. I do know there's an audiobook of it out, which the author, Douglas Adams himself, reads it. It is super good. Alan Rickman, yeah, why he did the voice for I've forgotten the robot's name. He had a miserable life anyway, so it's easy to forget the robot's name. Yeah, he did the voice for it in the movie, I think. Well, I'm not going to pronounce the name of this account. Marvin, there you go. The most depressed robot with the biggest brain in the universe. No, not Wally. Marvin from the book Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's what we're talking about. Anyway, yeah. So I think in the movie, Alan Rickman did the voice of Marvin. I believe so. I'm not 100% sure. Starax. Well, we're at. Ooh, 20 minutes to go, roughly. Where are we in the list? Starax. Ooh, 98. That'd be 66 still to go. Yep. I don't think we're going to get through them all. Glass. No, I don't think so. There was your game. Oh, it is. Yeah. Ooh. Quite a ways down the list. Ooh. 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 Anyway. Oh dear, shouldn't read messages while I'm on the stream. Anywho, where were we? Pause, 96. With the Demon Flower, I think, is that a typical build for the, I don't know, top 300? All the Mind Shrooms with the Demon Flower and Barry Monk, is that a typical build, or is this just something that everybody's now figured out and copied for the stream? I've seen very many of them, absolute similar type of you know, layouts, and they all seem pretty effective. Pretty. TSA classic build, okay. I have to be honest, quite often when I play, I just spin actively until I've gotten the, because you typically get them quite early, the Royal Shipment and the Unit Express. And then after that, I just let it auto spin for a while. So I'm not actively following the armies that I'm up against. I think I'm somewhere in around 500 at the moment. Position 500 maybe. Schalke fan 32. It's a bit annoying. Units focus on the Frost Blossom and attack it. Nah, that's the idea of the unit. Though it was quite apparent that the cooldown was way too short. We extended that by I think a sec, so it was 2 seconds. Now it's 3. If it still seems too short, then that might be extended again. But to begin with, nobody wanted to use the Frost Bloom, but now it seems quite popular. Crashly. Any chance I get to fight you, Thanos? I don't know. I don't know if we've fought already or not. It's kind of up to the RNG gods, I suppose. Red Viking still have a few issues with it, but it's definitely less so now. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I just didn't notice. Red Viking, you just fought. Yeah. Missed it. I don't know how it turned out. Oh well. Necrinius. Ah, you died. Oh, sorry about that. Yes! What do we have next? Michael Myers. It is 7:47. About 15 minutes to go. We can then stand by a few minutes. It's no problem. Especially because I don't know if it's raining outside or not. Raining outside? It's not raining outside. So do we have some good answers to the quiz 3? Nice if there was some, good pumpkin carving. Oh. That can be a part of the art quiz, because that's art. Carve some pumpkins, take pictures. And quite a few of these actually would go with the art contest. Pumpkin carving, best screenshot, draw a monster unit for Halloween. Somebody's written in nice. Later. Later. 3 units. There's some good suggestions here. But yeah, I mean, all those can be in an art contest. So Joe, do you stream from home or is that the Traplight office? This is the Traplight office. Yes, I've decided I don't want to stream from home. I don't know. It's easier. I mean, it's I know. I don't know. It's somehow feels more, you know, professional to do it from the office with proper lights and the plant. I have a plant here. Yeah. I don't know. Link. Oh, you missed the quiz. I think we still have link 3 is still in the it was still in the clipboard. Scar, I couldn't resist a pumpkin carving. Yeah, no problem. You can carve away and take a picture of it. Art contest. Woohoo! Pyro Bebop. I wonder where you are on the list. Well, you're not last. Here we have now, we have Shelios. There's a chance that we'll get to Pyro Bebop. There's a chance. What's the name of the plant? The name of the plant. It's Mr. Plant. I don't know. I haven't given a name. We do have one plant that has a name, Raoul. If you've seen him on TikTok. Immortalis, who is behind the Battle Legion messages? Oh, you mean those? Or what Battle Legion messages? Yeah, it's me. Yeah, so, no, I think if we're honest, Raoul is not a real plant. Volkswehr. Oh dear. How do we get rid of those? There we go. And then we can do that. And the third one. There. Reported to, well, I suppose Google. Reported to YouTube. Ah, Red's also reported. It's good. Everybody reported. Anyway, there's some good keywords there to add to the filter. shall do that after the stream. Zamal. Well, Immortalis, if Pyro Bebop gets the battle, then you definitely will. Question is, will Pyro Bebop battle? SMGTNK. Smjtink. 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 Oh no, 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 I won't forget. But I do predict we will not get to the end of the list because it extends for quite a ways more. But it's kind of, you know, just Pyro Bebop, or you could just make it happen, just saying. Sure, and Rain makes applesauce. Oh, Joe, okay. Some Shalkafan, that's an interesting idea, though. We don't have a method of sending kind of like stuff that you can collect from your inventory. We don't have a system for that. But like wagons, we can send wagons, but you don't visually receive them. They just, you know, into your inventory, and so it's kind of difficult to track what you got. And it's not the easiest thing. But it's not the easiest thing to then, for the amount we'd be talking about, to go afterwards and from the server data query what you received. So I don't know. But yeah, for sure, different types of rewards. Always open for stuff like that. TSA, I believe you did battle. You were one of the first 10. I don't think Lady Nature probably wasn't here yet. Well, good going, Joe, Seth. Yeah, excellent. Command table, neat idea. For those who are interested, Crystal Heroes taking a bit of a turn in the direction of what it looks like and how it works and everything. I would imagine in the next few weeks there will be a new completely revamped version. Will be out in the Discord, so keep your eyes and ears open for updates on that. Been a bit quiet because it's been changing so much. I don't have anything really to share as of yet, but I imagine probably next week we'll have something graphically to share, and then in a couple weeks maybe there might be a brand new test build, early access build. We'll see. Nerd. It's 8 o'clock now. We can extend for a little bit, but not too long. 10 or 15 minutes, say. But we will be coming to an end shortly. Shortly ending. Victory. 4 days and 16 hours left of this season. Nip. Shift that list to our benefits. Well, if I shift the list to the benefit of everybody who's left, then won't do anything. It's pity we're getting the nerf on the crows. Could have had an army with just, max crows, and each one with slow power stones and time warp. Mathramar, oh, Mathramar. Breather was just asking a while ago. Will he get to fight? He's fighting now. Yeah, I can't speed up battles though. This is the exact same build you guys are playing with, and can't accelerate it. I can make really super hard layouts that nobody can beat, and they're over like in just 10 seconds. That would work. One derp. Ooh. Ooh. factory. Yeah, bad idea. We can at some time if you guys really want. We can do if you've seen the fantasy army levels that we have with the really strange and weird armies like 300 bomb bots or whatever. I can do stuff like that as well. Basically, what we'd do is we'd take like a snapshot of the server data, and then we'd put that into the dev build, the one you saw with the dragon at the beginning of the stream, and we can enter it in there. So then basically it's like all the armies are there, so all your armies are there as they were at the point when the snapshot was taken, and then that way you can battle these fantasy armies. So you could like see how your armies would work against 300 bomb bots or earth elementals that split into 20 little minions instead of the 2 and 3, and so I don't know. I think Matt, he has his alt accounts set as alt accounts, so they're not in the main fights. I believe that's how it works, or I believe that's what he does, because when you sign up, you select if you're using your main or alt account, and when you select the alt account, then it's there just for the loss, no battle gems. If we manage to get through all the main accounts, then we battle the alt accounts like we did last time, I think, or the time before that. We got through the list, the main accounts list, and then we went through the alt accounts. So Immortalis! 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 Ooh. Not bad, Immortalis. Pyro Bebop. Pyro Bebop still here? Is Pyro Bebop still here? No, I'm not policing. At no point has it been said that you're not allowed to have more than one account. The alt account is just there if you want to pop your alt account into the second list. It's not mandatory. Don't have the time nor the resources to police and enforce any kind of who has one or multiple main accounts. They're not linked. There's no real way except for knowing off the top of my head that somebody has multiple accounts with certain names. But then there is always the option of going down the road where one would say that this is why we can't have nice things. And maybe, I don't know. Are these streams then so bad that we shouldn't have them? Yeah, I think we're going to be coming to an end here. The chat is turning out toxic, and that's not what I want in my streams. So let's cool off for a couple weeks. Bobby is the last one we are fighting today. Annie Viper, yep, this is why we can't have nice things. See how's Bobby doing. Oh, Bobby with the same build that we've seen quite often. Yep, in position 243, so it is the this is the build that's used quite a lot in the top clans. Okay, that was it. Hope you guys had fun, at least till the very last few minutes. And we'll see you next time. Let's see if we can shake things up, change how the stream is. Maybe come up with something else instead of Fight Nights. I don't know. Let's give it a think. Let's give it a think. See you later.